Cool. So, I mean, if anyone ever watches this, which I doubt they will, but so normally I've played with other people in the party, and that may end up happening, but for now I'm going to be playing without anyone in the party and seeing how I do on game commentary. So, let's see how this goes. So, I'm currently near, well, I'm going for the Deacons of the Deep boss in wherever this is. What is this place? In the Cathedral of the Deep. So, I've done the Cemetery of the Ash stuff, the High Wall of Lothric, Undead Settlement, Road of Sacrifices, and now I'm here. I've accessed the Painted World of Ariandel, which I will do after I have done this boss. So we'll see how that goes. I've died a few times. I mean, who hasn't? But, so we'll see how that goes. This is my third playthrough. First one was, I mean, I guess it goes kind of how everyone else's goes. It's kind of sucked. I died quite a bit trying to learn how bosses and stuff go. I played Dark Souls 1, sort of. I didn't play it through, and I played Dark Souls 2 kind of on and off, with me and my brother switching off, so that was, that's my experience, and then this one is, so this one will be the only one that I've fully dedicated sitting down and playing it. I guess next time I go to the Firelink Shrine I can pull up, well, I guess I can pull up stats and stuff here in a second, but I'm going for a dex build. I haven't looked up a guide or anything on how to, you know, dedicate stuff. Gotta make a dedicated dex build. It's just kind of my own, what I thought I needed, which may or may not be, like, the accepted anything, so, it works for me. I don't seem to be lacking too much anywhere. Quite a bit of health, stamina. I can PK pretty well. So that's always fun. Don't stun lock me. Okay. Did I get... No. Okay. Didn't have the... Oh, I do have them on me. Summon to another world. Oh yeah, I'm with the, what covenant is this? Blue Sentinels, I believe. Yeah, so... I mean, I imagine anyone who's watched this will know pretty much a good amount about Dark Souls, I guess, so... Blue Sentinels, just if someone's being attacked, depending on your level, you can come help them. Depending on the disparity between your level and theirs. So, watch me say that I can PK pretty well and then drop in here and just get destroyed. It'll be great. Oh. Oh, nope. Never seen that before. So right now I'm using the... Oh, wow, okay, that was... Yep, that was all me. 100% me. So right now I'm using the scythe that you get from Elfried in the Painted World of the Ariandel, because I have beat it before. Or well, I don't know if I beat it, but I beat her, so I was able to get her soul and take it to what's face in the Firelink Shrine to get the boss weapon, which was it's a pretty decent boss weapon once you get it leveled. Like you see here, I mean they're not wearing any armor or anything, so it's kind of not the best example of the damage output, but I'm hitting for 561 there. Let's see, so I mean that's kind of the stats on that weapon. I also couple it with the Crow Quills, which is a pretty decent weapon. It's pretty fast. I'm wearing, I mean, I don't know exactly if there's like certain types of armor that are better for dex build, because they don't scale Armor doesn't scale like weapons do. So it's just kind of who knows on what to wear. I mean, I feel like I'm wearing pretty beefy armor for someone who's a dex build. I could probably carry more weapons if I didn't wear this armor, but it gives me pretty good protection, so hey. And, I mean, I don't mind only being able to equip basically 2 weapons, or a few different weapons. So, doesn't bother me and it works, so. Oh, nice. Oh, did you follow me down here, boy? Oh, wow. Okay. The only thing about the crow quills on smaller enemies like this is their hitbox is so small that the primary light attack, very, very fine. It's just basically a thrust forward, so other weapons are better for that, such as the scythe, which has a greater area of effect. Also something that you may notice that I haven't pointed out, or maybe is not entirely obvious, is for, I'm not sure what all weapons, I think the glaives and halberds, like weapons and scythes, they have a sweet spot mechanic. So, I mean, if you think about it, it makes sense. Basically, if you hit someone with the end of your scythe, which is where the blade is, you do more damage than if you hit them with the freaking pole. So, I mean, I'll try to demonstrate that maybe if I get a enemy that... Drop down. Why are you up there? Okay, that was... So, there's one more up here. It doesn't stint your damage too much, but something that I've noticed with how I've have it leveled in my stats is that on some enemies, it makes the difference between a one hit on smaller enemies and having to hit them twice. So it's kind of it does make a difference. So, oh no, okay. What is... So also something that I've been using is the Firelink Greatsword, which I've actually found to be a pretty decent weapon. Oh no no! Oh you! Okay, whew. Which is pretty good because I've noticed that a lot of things seem to not. What the hell hit me? Seem to not have any really defense against fire. So, yeah, you're too far away for that. Oh, come on. She hits me like that again and I hit bleed, it'll kill me. Oh, yeah, the moment I click off lock on, I turn. Okay, there's some back here, so I'll show you the Firelink Greatsword. I can find it. There it is. It's a pretty cool looking weapon. It seems weird to me how you swing it, which I mean, it's you swing it the same as any other greatsword. Basically, you've got the no. So you, I mean, you kind of hit it. It just seems weird that you hit it into the ground because it makes it seem more like a club. But to me, the spinning, I'll see if I can get a good camera angle. The coil part of it doesn't look to me sharp at all. So I don't know. I feel like it would be more of a thrust weapon, or it looks like it would be more of a thrust weapon. But maybe that's just me. It's called a great sword, but I mean, it seems more like a great club. So, I mean, Take it as you will. I mean, and okay, so that weapon art, I kind of like it. It adds basically fire. It already deals fire damage, but it deals extra fire damage for a certain set amount of time. Jump down. Oh, hello. So it deals extra fire damage for a set amount of time after you activate it, and along with doing, like, it does like a line of fire that, depending on if it stuns the enemy or not, you can keep them locked in and it'll hit twice. And it hits pretty hard, actually. Oh yeah, I killed that one. So there's really no point to coming up here, unless you want to kill the ones that were... Oh wait, no, actually I believe there is a point to coming up here. Possibly. No, maybe that's something else. Okay. No, it's a different path, I guess, inside the cathedral. So it states in the beginning that Aldrich of the Devourer of Gods is in the Cathedral of the Deep, which is actually not true. The only boss here is the Deacons of the Deep, which you do get, I mean, you do get a boss soul for, and you can turn it into a boss weapon. But Aldrich is not actually found here, which is, I mean, it's kind of cool that they're not, that he's not to where he's quote-unquote supposed to be. Oh, come on, okay. So I mean, the Firelink Greatsword is good, but I've found it, it's better to vary up your weapons depending on where you are and sort of what enemies you're fighting. I don't know what I'm gonna go with. There's more enemies coming down from up there that I need to prepare for. Yeah, so it's Freed's Great Scythe, which I believe you can only get up to +5. But it does pretty high damage for it just being +5. I mean, versus like my washing pole, which does, I mean, I guess more, but not like a ton more. So I can hear him. So this is the Storm Sword, which you get after beating what I found to be the hardest boss in the game. But I've noticed that from, I've watched other Dark Souls, you know, people who play Dark Souls and boss breakdowns and stuff, and like Dork Souls and other things that are just kind of fun to watch. And they always in an overly dramatic way, kind of point out what they thought was the hardest part. So, I mean, it just kind of depends. I found it to be freaking ridiculously hard. I had to have help, versus where I feel like almost any other boss, except maybe the end boss, I could beat entirely by myself. But not him. I needed help desperately. So it's not a boss weapon though. I'm pretty sure you get it from just beating him, ? But it's a pretty cool weapon. The weapon art back there, you do like a spinning strike. The first hit doesn't do too much, but the second one will tear people up. Even players, because I've noticed that a lot of players seems to have weapons that I've never seen before, especially recently. Versus like the weapons that I've found, which I've I mean, and it doesn't seem like they ever have them. So I don't know what is up with that. But it's probably just because I'm not like the best at item exploration, and I know I missed both. So I missed my first playthrough. I missed the dragon, the Path of the Dragon, like that whole side of the like extra side quests and stuff. I mean, not necessarily quests, but like I missed all that side stuff. And then I was not at a point yet with my build, and I probably could have if I knew more that, but I couldn't do the ice place with what is it, the Painted World of Ariandel. absolutely couldn't do that either. So I like missed all of that, which was, I mean, that actually kind of sucked, because I didn't realize that that was where that special scythe was from, and I knew it had to have been a dex weapon just from like watching the weapon art and everything. Oh, glad I did that before. So yeah, I actually had that side path open before. I don't know why I went all the way around. Oh, well, not helping anyone today, I guess. So yeah, so I missed like the Painted World of Ariandel, and also there was another boss that I just recently saw in a video because I was kind of looking through things to do, and I missed Champion Gundyr, which I still don't know how to get to. I'm gonna look more into it at some point, but for now, I don't know how to get to Champion Gundyr, which kind of sucks because he looks, from what I watched, he's a super aggressive boss, and it looks like it would be a pretty big challenge to try and beat him. But I mean, if you're not a little bit of a masochist playing Dark Souls, you're not gonna have any fun. I mean, like, the challenge is just part of it. I mean, that's part of, at least for me, that was part of the draw, was, like, knowing that, and like, over and over and over again, dying on something, and then finding something out, and it being, like, and it being super easy, like in the Path of the Dragon, which I actually haven't completed yet, because I figured out that I killed Hawkwood, the NPC, which is vital to that quest line, and killed him on my second playthrough, which was a regret, massive regret, because I couldn't complete the Path of the Dragon even after having died 12 plus times to the, what is it, the Nameless King. That was, I mean, and I can even show you, I have, that's not it. I have the Dragon Head Stone, the Dragon Torso Stone, and then the Twinkling Dragon Torso Stone. And I got there and beat him, and it said, I looked up something because I didn't know what else to do to get the last piece. Because after having gotten the Twinkling Torso piece, I assumed there had to have been a Twinkling Head piece, and looked it up on the quest line, and couldn't complete it because I didn't even know that you could fight up the hill with Hawkwood if you hadn't killed him to get the Twinkling chest piece. These are terrible weapons that I don't have leveled up nearly enough. Oh, this is gonna kill me. Well, 18 minutes in, and that's the first death, so that's great. But yeah, didn't know that that was his questline, and boy, that kind of pissed me off, to be honest. So that was, I mean, but, like, if you think about it, I mean, it's kind of cool because I'll get to go back, and I don't know if I can just kind of auto-complete it and talk to, what's-his-face, in the shrine, and just be like, you know, yo, I have the chest piece, can you give me the thing that says where to fight Hawkwood? I mean, that would be kind of nice, so I don't have to go back and beat, like, actually have to beat the Nameless King. Because just to do that again, I have a feeling I probably will have to. And sorry for not moving in-game, I'm having to send a text right now. Okay, I'm gonna definitely switch out these piles of crap, because I don't have them leveled. So I'm just gonna go back to using that. I might... No, I don't have that leveled up enough. 70.2. That sucks. It makes me wonder if people ever, like, over-equip their character so much, like 100% or whatever, to where, like, your character doesn't even roll, they just do, like, they don't even fat roll, they just, like, step, and, like, that's their build. I mean, I wonder if, like, because any, like, strength build or anything I've ever seen, they can wear, like, they can have Fugs, the Fumultra Greatsword, and wear, like, Yorm's Great Shield or something, or some, like Morn's armor, or a Great Shield, and then, like, Morn's armor and stuff, and, like, they, like, roll like I do, and it's kind of, like, maybe I should look into that, but doing a strength build instead. I don't know how I'm gonna... Oh, that does a decent amount. Okay. Oh, so I did 800 that first shot. Oh, don't duck back down, bud. Why did it do, like, maybe I read that wrong. Did it do, like, I wonder if it did, like, it looked to me like it did 800 damage that first shot, and I don't know if that was just because... Man, my rolling with this equipped. There we go. Yeah, it did. Okay, so I just have to time it to whenever he pops up, then. Okay. Maybe if you just... No, of course you won't. Nope, that was way too soon. And... yeah, no, so I'm just gonna stay back and try to time it until he pops up, which... not the funnest way to beat this guy, but... damn it. Could be doing 4 times that. And I just broke what I said I was gonna do. Let's try this special hit. Nope, 324, because I shot him in the freaking chin. Oh yeah, and also fight with the quills, and I might world invade depending on... might try to get an ember or something. I wonder if I can pop him up by... oh no, or I can just... is this just gonna be a solid wall? Oh, it's not. That's different. Does that even do any damage if he's not brought up? There we go, boys. Or girls, I don't know. Whoever's... if anyone ever watches this, what your gender is, I don't mean... whatever. Dumb. Just trying to talk to fill in time. So, I don't know. I guess the beginning kind of started off awkward, me having to explain and everything, but... and I don't know how long the stream will be. I know my previous streams, I think, have been at least an hour or longer. So, I don't know how long that one will be. It's kind of late here, and I worked from... I mean, I worked like 8 hours or whatever, so, I mean, it's not like it's a super long shift or anything, but... I am tired, and I do have things to do tomorrow. But I may broadcast again tomorrow. I'm gonna try to, now that I've started broadcasting, even though it's been like, I mean, I've beat like 3 different areas, I'm gonna try to broadcast anytime I play until I finish up this playthrough, which depending on, so I've done... well, we'll look after it. I hate these things. No, okay. So what, it's been... so yeah, it's taken me approximately, let's say, 48 hours to beat each playthrough. So it's taken me solid 2 days worth of gaming to... that's kind of depressing, but anyway, I'm just gonna jump down. To beat this, so... oh, I love these shield guys. Let's go for a backstab. A. Oh, there was this one guy I went up against just after the Pontiff Sullivan boss fight, where like everyone puts their summon sign and you get invaded. Like, if you Ember, you get invaded in like 5 minutes. I think I already killed this thing, but I was going up against this guy. Oh, excuse me. Who successfully parried me, which is depressing, and had to like pulled out like the standard dagger, right? Like, I mean, like this dagger, right? And stabbed me, and I was okay, and I was embered, right? And so I have what I have. My max is 1,144 HP. Unembered, and then embered it's like 1,500. Let's say it's close to around there. It's like 1,450 or something maybe. And I had full health, right? And they parried me and like did the, you know, like the, if you get parried, how they can do it's like basically like a backstab, right? And did that to me, and it took down 80 to 85% of my health bar with that hit. And I have no clue how that's done, because I just don't see how they do that amount of damage with it. So, I mean, as you kind of, maybe you saw that I've worked it up to a level, what, a +7 dagger, so I'm just seeing, like, if it's even, oh man, I tried to get that backstab again. But I'm trying to see if it's, like, even feasible on, like, making a dagger like that. Oh, come on, I rolled. Because, I mean, I want to do that amount of damage. That would be nice. So, I mean, back a while, I mean, not too long ago, before I leveled up this scythe all the way, my main weapon was the Farron Greatsword, which I don't know why more people don't use it, because to me, the weapon art for it, which it doesn't cost FP, it just costs stamina, and the way it attacks, putting you so far out of the way, like, I'll do a quick, when I get onto solid ground, I'll show you what the weapon art for that is, because, I mean, for both my first and second play, or basically right at the end of my second playthrough, that weapon was like my staple. It was like the only one I used. So, one-handed, not that impressive. Just kind of back and forth, just keep doing that. Power attack, just standard kind of overhead. Even one-handed, if you hit the L2 button, that is actually a parry. I mean, I don't know if there's like a rule for, like, with the roll, how you have it. Gosh, see, I'm tired. But like with the roll, you have that short, like, quarter second of invincibility that you can dodge attacks with. I don't know if there's like shields like will do more than what this does or something. But yeah, so then one-handed, that's L1, is just a punch. So then dual-handed, basically the same thing. R1 and L2 is the same power attacks. You can still parry. But the L1 weapon art is amazing. And, I mean, because I have so much dexterity, I can do more than just one, or like one set of it. So, like, one set is the 1, and then 2, and 3. And then the second set would be that one, and that one. Freaking, I mean, unbelievable for fighting NPCs, because it'll put you to their side. It'll put you basically kind of over them. It does a ton of damage if you leveled it up. Sadly, it is a boss weapon, so you cannot put a gem on it to scale it, which I wish, because if I could get that A scaling in dexterity to S, oh, freaking amazing. It would be unbelievable. I mean, I would probably not have ever switched my weapon to the scythe if it had S scaling in dex. Because I'm trying to follow dex build and do, stuff like that, but this one it scales a lot better, or scales a lot more. As you see, it does have an E in strength, which is not the best at all, but my strength is not amazingly high as a dex build. I do have what you can see, yeah, so I have 35 strength, I have 63 dex, so it scales quite well with my dexterity, which is pretty nice. And then the crow's quills, just because the crow's quills are fast. They're just really good fast attacking weapons. They do have a tendency to break poise, just because they do quite a bit of damage. It's very off and on, though. I'm sorry, someone walked in. But, it's a very quick weapon. It's very off and on when it'll stumble someone or stun lock them. The weapon art's pretty cool. I won't do the L2 right now. Well, I guess I can. It's whatever. So you launch yourself up in the air, and you can't really see it that well, but you throw the quills or illusions of the quills from your left hand. And then the L2 or L1 weapon art is kind of like the other claw weapons. You just kind of slice at them. It's kind of cool. It's really quick. Oh god, you can't do anything. How am I gonna... I don't want to just arrow this guy, but I don't want to more than possibly die. You know what? I'm just gonna make this fun. I'll Ember. I'll see if anyone comes at me. Let's see what health I have. Ember. Yeah, 1488. So almost 1500 health, and did that dagger that they had did like 85% of that or something. Like stupidly high damage. Switch out that to my Dragon Slayer bow. Wonder how much this will do. 84. Okay, so it doesn't do jack crap if he isn't. You're not gonna get up, bud? Oh my Lanta. Wrong arrow, boy. I want to try something. I hate these goo things so much. It's the reason I'm not charging him straight up is because of that, essentially. No, that doesn't even do that much. Oh, come on, you're not... Oh, now you choose to get up. Okay. $121, that's not bad. That's while he's standing, though. Oh, seriously? But the other bow did 84? Oh, no. Okay, new plan. I can 100% see this getting me killed. which it actually has before. I've done this fight before and like charging at his feet, and it killed me. Oh, that hurts, that hurts, that hurts, that hurts, that hurts. Yeah, that slug guy came and helped kill me last time is what happened. Let's target the, big guy. Oh, you complete asshat. Don't stop right on me. There we go. Okay. And this asshole right here. No, I didn't want to Estus. Thank you. And you may be wondering why I throw fire bombs even though they're at like that last little bit of health, and it's just because I don't want to deal with hitting them, and I have like whatever the max in storage is that you can carry. So yeah, and I don't know if anyone ever does end up watching any of this. Let's see. Here's my stats. Level 138. I mean, if anyone ever watches this, right, which is a long shot anyway, and they, you know, you like Darksouls or whatever, you're pretty good at it, like, for my level and everything, like, tell me how I'm doing, tell me how my build is for a dex build. I don't want to look up any guides. I mean, it could just be a quick yes or no if you want to answer or not. I mean, it's kind of whatever. I'm just kind of curious if anyone's got... I did not mean to aggro you. But, so yeah, just kind of out of general curiosity. I probably could have broken his block there. Oh, you dick. Oh, that's the only thing about that weapon art. Is that, yeah, shit. Your character has the possibility of continuing it, even if you're being hit, which can end up really ruining your day if the enemy starts, like, hitting you while you're still performing your weapon art. So I'm gonna go in with unless there's a bonfire. I don't remember there being a bonfire up here, but, so I'm probably gonna go into the Deacons of the Deep fight with 4, maybe 3 Estus. And, I mean, I have a hidden blessing. Yeah, so 3 Estus if I don't get hit again. Okay, gonna go into the... Which is a pretty easy fight. I'm not gonna... I mean, that's not like, oh my god, I'm going into a boss fight with 3 Estus. It's really not a hard boss fight, especially with the weapon art that I have. The weapon art hits so many people. Sorry, checking my text. Okay. I'm still trying to think of the best way to Unray of Astora. Let's pull in a player. Let's see. And we can pull in Henri, probably. I'll pull in, or maybe another player. Let's see who these are. Yeah, this is definitely a player. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, so that's Henri. That other one was an actual player. Let's see. No ranged battle ahead. Could this be a mob enemy? No quagmire ahead. Yo, my dude. Ah, you suck. Okay. I really don't expect the need of another person at all, but hey. I wish you got souls from these guys like you did the other ones, just because I can hit so many of them. So this would be the actual boss after you kind of fight the mobs. Jesus, my game volume was way too loud. Okay. Oh, nice backstab, my dude. Yeah, and then once you beat him, they just all kind of drop dead. Hopefully he'll go help a player who actually needs it. I kind of feel bad sometimes when I do that. Like, whenever I pull someone who's offering to help against, like, a boss that I know I can beat. Oh, I don't think there's too much in here or anything, actually. And there is a way to be a part of whatever it is, the Astoria's Fingers. Rosaria's Fingers, not Astoria's. Which is also the way that you respec. If any of you didn't know that. If that helps even a single person, adding in this stupid little things that, probably everyone knows. What was that? Oh. But yeah, Rosaria's bedchamber, there's actually a, bonfire there, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Now, if I'm able to re-find it, that's the question. I think you can. I don't want to run all the way over there just to, like, find out that door doesn't open, but because you fat roll through this. Oh, watch, and he's able to run it. Yeah, he's able to run at full speed, but not me. You know what, I think this door actually does open, and I'm gonna feel like an idiot. Yep, could have done this earlier. Oh well, who cares? Ooh, yump. Oh, also I use the Quill Crows essentially to fill in the gap between, or the disparity of the speeds. This is this scythe isn't a slow weapon. Really by any means, but there's just no beating the Crow's Quill. I hit faster than generally any player I've ever met in PC. So they couple together decently well. The only thing that I would advise against is if anyone ever uses this combination of two weapons, save your FP for the scythe versus using the illusionary crow quill throw, simply because the other weapon art for this one, to where you throw, or you line the ground in ice or whatever it is, those crystals, it's so much more beneficial by really all means than doing the crow quills. I mean, I guess the crow quills have a chance to stun, but I mean, again, oh my god, that was a bad fight, a bad start. Let's kill off these. Nope, we can't even kill those off. Oh no. Oh my god. Yep, ooh. Yep, that was... I didn't know he had two of these stupid-ass thralls with him, or I wouldn't have tried that. That's just annoying. Oh yeah, oh. Thought I'd have to pretty much walk all the way back. Oh, you fucker. Okay, that was... Also, I've never seen those shield guys, I've never seen one be that aggressive. Like, these guys with the swords are, I mean, they're decently aggressive. They don't give too much time between their attacks, but just... I don't know. I did not mean to do that attack. See, and as you saw, the crow quill, I mean, it's good, but it just doesn't do the damage, or, I mean, it just doesn't do the damage of the other one, of Freed's scythe. Which I also have seen another scythe, so I have the great scythe, along with, this scythe, and I've seen another one, but I don't know if, and there's a way to backstab this guy, like, right off the bat. There we go, boys. Before you could get that shield back up. And also I have tried running with a shield, running through, I know how a shield works and stuff, but I don't understand how I'm supposed to use one in this game against really NPCs or players, simply because I don't know. It's like, I mean, you can parry with them and stuff, obviously, and you can block damage, but it seems like even having quite a high stamina, they just outdo my stamina and damage so much that it just consistently breaks my block. And for me, it makes a shield decently worth. And I mean, maybe I'm not using a heavy enough shield, but I mean, if you're a dex build, the point is not really to have a, gigantic great shield that, I mean, I'm basically holding, like, I don't know, like the freaking... like a giant chunk of the Great Wall of China. It's just, I use, like, not necessarily even like the Shield of Want or something, but like, I don't know. I mean, maybe I could even equip like a small shield or something and still be underweight. And I mean, probably because I didn't really level them up either. If I leveled them up, I might have a better time. But see, like, I can't hold a 17-pound shield. Like I could, but I'd be using like a light weapon. Let's see if I could even do that. That's already putting me at 67. I could hold like that. Like that's basically what I can hold as a weapon and be underweight. So, I mean, I could have this shield and then have this sword, which I mean, technically based off of ancient Sparta, I mean, that's sorta how you rolled. You had like a huge ass, like bronze plated shield, and then like a tiny little gladius, but I don't know. And then this guy drops a ring, I believe. Yep, deep ring, which is totally worthless for me. It gives you another attunement slot, I believe. And there's 2 that do that in this game. Oh boy. Oh no, don't run off, okay. Let's see. I mean, I may run around with a shield more. Let's see what I can do against this guy. Oh yeah, see, he wipes half my stamina in one go. And also, I mean, my reflexes are like, what was that? I don't know. What? Why? They both weigh the same, I don't get it. My reflexes are like barely enough to keep up with like dodging enemy attacks and like trying to keep myself from panic rolling. And I've already done enough like training on rolling and stuff that I don't want to relearn that with like a shield. Which I mean, I guess that's decent, but I rely so much on stamina that I really can't justify like them taking out half my stamina with one blow. But what do you even... I mean, I guess if it deflects them like that, I mean, I don't know, I may play around with it a little bit off camera, or not camera, but a little bit off of recording. And I guess not even really recording, just I'll mess around with it when I'm not streaming just to see if I can... Hey... Just to see if I can come up with like a shield build or something, or I'll probably have to put more into... Okay, above, but it's not dropping. To see if I can put a good shield build together that I feel like is decent. I might try leveling up like this shield and running around with this tiny little sword. Or something, or maybe I can, how much would one of my katanas put me over? Well, that's 5 pounds compared to 1.5, so... It's 3.5. Hmm. This one also lets me perform my weapon skill, which is kind of a big thing for me. Can you dual wield shields? What would be the point of that? What is the point of this? You can hit? Ooh. I am... I did not know you could attack with shields. Okay. That's something new for me. Third playthrough, and I just... Oh, goodbye. Just now figured out you can hit with shields outside of shield bash. I wonder if I can have you bounce off of me and fall. Nope. I know you're pissed. Yeah, see. Okay, that was almost bad. See, this is the situation in which I'm like, a shield is cool, but see, and then that's why I can't. I just... If any of you ever watch this in your... not a shield, I don't know what you call that, not a shield build, but you use shields frequently, message me and tell me what the hell I'm doing wrong, because it's quite honestly, it's annoying that I'm not able to do certain things. Like, I can't parry worth a damn. Probably, I mean, because I don't know necessarily what I can parry, because I've heard you can parry some bosses, but good luck with trying to catch me doing that, because I can not even... I've parried like 4 people in my life in this game. I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, I bet you won't follow my ass down here, bitch. Nobody, bitch. I'm just gonna roll with this for a little bit because I'm gonna... like, I'm just gonna assume I can't parry stuff like halberds and whatnot, but... like axes and everything. So, I'm gonna end this video at 1 hour even, or try to as close as possible. It'll, I mean, be a few seconds over, so... Hey, I mean, if anyone ever watches this, I mean, I appreciate the watch. I'm not the most interesting person, I guess, but I'm gonna try. I'm honestly interested in recording actual videos and not just always doing live stream. Because I mean, as much as as much as I enjoy live streaming, just because it's easy and I can pop on and off and, you know, kind of record whenever I want, whenever I'm just kind of around, and I don't have to put any effort into editing. But I mean, again, that's lazy, and I feel like with practice I could put together some pretty well edited stuff, but as it rests right now, I don't have the capacity to be able to do that, or really any kind of recording device outside of it's a decent headset, but still. I mean, it's a headset. I'd want to get like a microphone if I were to record. And be able to do, you know, as awkward as it would be at first, like actual, you know, face cam stuff, and put my face up in the, you know, a corner like it is in every YouTuber ever. But I mean, and like, I have no intentions of, I mean, if it ended up happening, that'd be amazing if, like, my channel blew up. But I mean, let's be honest, I feel like anybody would find that pretty amazing. But this is just me kind of talking into the wind, or whatever, pissing in the wind, I guess, as the expression goes. But I mean, I don't know. I honestly have no intentions of this going anywhere. It's just, me leaving my digital footprint, in a more, permanent way. Oh, you dick. Oh, okay, about rolled off. Okay, you hit first, and you hit hard with that blessing on there. What the fuck? Oh, you have got to be. Well, that's right at the hour mark. That's 100,000 souls gone right there. But it's a good way to end the video. But I guess just kind of to finish my thought, I have no intentions of this going anywhere. If it did, that'd be cool, and I mean, I'd sit down and, like, if it actually started going somewhere, I'd learn and I'd kind of go with it, but, just as it stands, it's just kind of a side thing to do. I don't know why I rated that good. If that makes any sense, I don't even know anymore, but, well, as my half-assed intro goes, have a have a good day or night. I don't judge. See you later.